she was across the street as a neighbor, so he went knocking on the door like he's upset. And she comes to the door, and he's like, what are you doing? You can't do this. And she's like, well, you didn't tell me you was married. You didn't tell me you had children. You lied to me. You had me thinking we had a future together for 4 months. You made me feel things. You made me think that it was about me and you, and we was going to grow together. And he was trying to explain himself, but basically want her to go away because he don't want his wife to know that he's been cheating.
Yeah, mine's official as far as like he's my boyfriend. But you know, I'm gonna upgrade him right now. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all this, then I'm gonna jump back into it. I'm gonna upgrade my man right now. He is not my boyfriend, he is my man. Just because, yes, he is, and he has shown spirit that he care, that he sincerely care. Oh. Give me a minute, y'all. Yes. Instant vacation for a date. Oh, my goodness. But I don't know if I would have been comfortable with that, because Spirit always like, why you need to fly me somewhere? Why can't we just go a couple of miles to a nice restaurant? Why I got to be flown over water and buildings and mountains? You know, she squeezed his butt like she was, I ain't gonna say like a dude, but like, girl, like, she went in and she squeezed his butt like this and lifted up and squeezed. I said, girl, like there's always some issues, and a lot of them don't come in fully vulnerable. They just don't, and it just make the process harder. When they signed up for Married at First Sight, they signed up for that, not to be friends, not to be associates, not to be best pals, not to be like, hey, we friends now, we hanging out, we gonna hang out after this show is over with. No, you signed up to find a partner for life. And I was like, dang, should I give me two? And they was like, no, we finally getting something free, so just get the free donut. For every drink you order, you get a free donut.
Testing 1 2 1 2. It's been a long day. You just wanna go away. You can't sleep at night, and now I'm here. I can't promise tomorrow, but you're gonna feel out today. We can tangle it away. Now I'm here.
Hey, Spirit of Lights. Presser look a little skinny though. I don't know. My presser like it's on diet. I don't know. When I look at my presser, it usually look a little big, but it look a little skinny right now. Let's talk about me forgetting my boyfriend's birthday. Not forgetting. Let's get it right. Let's correct it. Me having the wrong date. See the balloon? And then I got the card to match. Is that not cute? That is so cute. It's so cute. It's so cute. And red. Those are my favorite colors, but I like all colors. But I don't know. I was like that. I was like, oh my God. So I deeply apologized to him. I really felt really bad about the birthday situation, but it did end well. He called me when he got home. He texted me, and then we talked this morning, and he told me, he said, you know, girl, I'm good with the kisses for now, but we got to get past the kissing. We got to get past like the kissy and the hugs. You know, we got to get past that. I don't know when that's going to go, child. Ooh, I still haven't even told y'all about our second date. Now we already in the third date, and we talking about, I didn't even tell y'all about the second date. Oh, I got to tell y'all. I wanted to talk to y'all about the foundation. I did my foundation. Did it absolutely match my skin tone?
Hello. Welcome back to ASMRTheChew, and I'm your girl.
the Reese Buttercup. Oh, that sounds so good. I'm putting it in the freezer, and when I'm ready to have something good to eat again, I will have it. And then I'm on my way to try to find a Little Caesars and get the pretzel pizza they got out. So I'm happy about my blast, but look at my whipped cream, y'all. Do y'all see that? Why did I thought the whipped cream was gonna cover it up and then the cherry gonna be on top? Why I thought I might as well didn't get whipped cream. Look at that. Hey, Spirit Lights, y'all. We are in Friday, TGIF. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. Are y'all excited? No, I'm gonna tell you why I'm excited, because my top was. Did I just do that? Where'd my top go? It's Donut Day, Donut National Day. Nadine got pecan, and I got just a regular old fashioned. I wanted powder, but they didn't have it. And I did the donut, pecan donuts for y'all. But I think those gonna be up probably later on today. But right now, I'm running around kind of taking care of some errands. It's my first time getting my vanilla iced coffee with decaf with coconut milk. Coconut milk. I used to get it with the oat milk, so I'm gonna try it with the coconut, because coconut milk make me feel good too. Darn. It's not sweet, but it's very refreshing. It's good, but it's not sweet, and that's okay, because I'm gonna get a bite on this donut. Look how fresh my donut look. It's way down there, but I got it. Oh, y'all should see it. Where's Nadine? I'm gonna show y'all the pecan donut. I'm gonna tell y'all, I had the pecan donuts for y'all. It is absolutely delicious. This is what it look like. Can you see it? I hope you can see it. You probably can't see it from here. But it is so freaking good. Everything, the icing, the crumbles, the breading, is really, really good. But I didn't want, because I already had 2 for y'all. I just wanted, you know, I love my old, and I was like, dang, should I give me 2? And Nadine was like, no, we finally getting something free, so just get the free donut. For every drink you order, you get a free donut. Chop, and it's fresh and soft. And I always tell y'all find the places that you like, try to remember them, because everybody not the same. I mean, the idea of it is, but the service could be different. This donut feel like a pillow. I mean, a pillow. It's so freaking soft. It's so soft. It's good. So happy National Donut Day to you. Last year I think I missed it, didn't I, y'all? I think I missed it. I ain't missed it this year. I got my free donut. I'm so happy. And today is a good day for me, because today God gave me validation and confirmation on something personal, and it just flooded my heart, and it just, in my mind, I'm just like smiling. I can't even stop smiling. Like, I'm like, thank you, Lord, you know. It's nice when you go to God about something, and then not only then He revealed the answer, but then validate it, and then send you confirmation. Like, what? Yes. This is so good. It's so good. And then they gave us 2 separate bags. I don't know why they do that. Yeah, sometimes they usually just put everything in the same bag, but I like my little bag. I don't know why I got this feeling. I just want to save it, so I'm gonna fold it down. I hope that y'all didn't miss Donut Day. Y'all know how it is with the vlog. So make sure you ask them what kind of donut can you get with the free donut. And they'll tell you they limited. But they they named some good ones. And I was like, wow, okay. And I'm not surprised they didn't have powder. Cause it's the afternoon and everybody loves the powder donuts. Everybody. I don't think I met nobody who don't like the powder donut. I probably should have asked about the crimpet. And maybe theirs don't have all that icing on it. It tastes like a French croissant. Those are one of my favorite donuts. Okay, y'all. I just want to say hi. Welcome back to the vlogs. But y'all, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk and watch this new show. I don't know the name of it. But child, it's all the way spicy. All the way. I'm gonna tell y'all about it. Let me get on the phone. I'll be back. Hey y'all. Whew, good afternoon. It is like a little bit past 12. I feel good today, y'all. Today is like well, it will be my third day. I didn't take my vitamins yet, but I've been taking them for the last couple of days. And I woke up feeling just like better. Just feeling better. Yes. Now, Dream contacted me about Denise. Y'all, he talking about something. He diagnosed her. Like he a doctor or something. A plant doctor. Talking about something. She was diagnosed with fruit flies and fungus. And she passed it to his other plants. I was literally having a fit talking to Dream. Well, I wasn't talking to Dream. Nadine was talking to Dream. But no, he called me back later on. And we was talking. He was like, don't worry, Mom. Don't worry. She good. I was like, Dream, she good? He's like, yeah, she good. She good. I got her. I got her healthy. And I'm like, okay, Dream, because you starting to scare me. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I know Dream got like a busy type life, so I don't know if he forgot about her. But I told him to move Denise to his bedroom because Denise likes to hear people's voices. You know, she thrives off of being around humans. She thrives. But he said that she's doing good with the other plants. But I don't know. Dream other plants are kind of big. You know, Denise is not, you know, she's a growing plant, you know. She started out as a baby, you know, like really little when I got her. And now she like, you know, she started out like this. And now she like this. But I can't wait to see her. He told me he's going to send me a video or a picture. I ain't get it yet. I've been waiting. I don't want to bug him, you know. But I really miss my freaking plant. But yeah. Now, enough about Denise, y'all. I went through the comments and I was talking about, I was talking about Married at First Sight. And I think it was season 6. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But it was with Johnny and Molly. And what was it? Shanice? Was it Shanice and Jeffy? It's quite a few people in that one. And I can remember all their names, but I ain't really thinking about none of them right now. I'm thinking about Johnny and Molly. Y'all left me a comment and told me the judge, one of the counselors, ended up dating and marrying Johnny. And I know which one. It's the one was like, when she was like telling Molly, like she basically fed up with her lies. When I was watching the show, I was like, get her, because she abused that man. She verbally abused that man. But yeah, I did not expect to hear that. Yeah, I hollered, I laughed, I cracked up. I said, get out of here. And I was telling Nadine, Johnny was a good looking man. And I liked Johnny because he came inside the process 110,000% ready to go through the process. Like he was ready. He was open. You know, a lot of people, they go through the process and they say, like they literally feel like if they don't like the way the person look or what the person have, or if the person not talk enough, or if they have a problem, if the person have a problem with their parents, like there's always some issues, and a lot of them don't come in fully vulnerable. They just don't, and it just make the process harder. When they signed up for Married at First Sight, they signed up for that, not to be friends, not to be associates, not to be best pals, not to be like, hey, we friends now, we hanging out, we gonna hang out after this show is over with. No, you signed up to find a partner for life, to marry a person, and you sign up to be married. You know, y'all married, you know. So, you know, I just feel like when people start to show signs that they're not open to the process, and so much time is already gone past and they still not open to the process, they should be disqualified. Like, why are they still sitting there? Why are they making it to the end when we clearly see that they're not interested in the other person? They're not interested. Child, but that went through me. I would think that, I don't know why I didn't pick that up, that she liked it, Johnny. I didn't pick that up, y'all. Because I guess because I've been thinking in my mind, like, when people are in professional positions, they're not going to cross the boundaries. Like, they're the counselors, they helping them get through the process. They're not going to cross over to dealing with the person who's on the show. I guess I was thinking, like, on that. I did, woo, child, girl, she... I know that's right. I wonder, like, some of them are single or married for sight. Are they working through the show? But if they meet somebody that they could possibly, you know, marry, like, do the hunt of looking for other people? Are they looking too? Like whoa, like wow. In some way, I'm just like really like happy for them, and then the other way, I'm like, ah, my God, now that's the thing. Girl, go ahead. She done snatched Johnny up. I don't blame her, because I don't know. I like the Johnny. But anyway, y'all, I just wanted to let y'all know I saw that comment and I was freaking tickled. I was so tickled. Now, Adrian, Flower Kish, it's a few of y'all. I think it's about 6 or 7 of y'all that done sent me packages. I just want to let y'all know, don't worry, Spirit gonna get them. Spirit gonna get the packages. I've been my life has been like crazy, y'all. My life has been crazy. Okay, so don't worry about the packages. Y'all know, like, because one time I think was it Nisha, she sent me something, and she sent it for Christmas, and I didn't get to open it until March, y'all. So don't worry, okay? I'm gonna get the packages and I'm gonna do the unboxings. I don't want y'all to be worried about that. So thank you so much. I love y'all for thinking about Spirit. But there's just so much going on, y'all. I'm trying to get things together. I'm trying to get my life together. I'm gonna get the packages, and yeah, I'm gonna make sure I show everybody. I want, like, you know how I am. Gotta tell everybody. Gotta let everybody. Yes, I want to let everybody know I got the packages. Okay, so yeah, everything's gonna be all right. Thank y'all. I've been consistent lately, y'all. I've been very consistent. I've been trying to really hang in there, even if I don't do like my normal shows that I like to do. There's a lot of shows that I haven't got to yet that I want to do. Yeah, I know I love my mannequin. So I got a mannequin head, I got my stand, and I got a few wigs that I gotta clean up and keep. But the new mannequin, I gotta do something where I gotta clean her up and everything, because I bought it at a yard sale. I bought it at a yard sale, and the other mannequins, they are in storage, like stuffed away somewhere. I gotta like run across them. But right now, I have bought a new mannequin here. She's new. We gotta name her. She's cute. She's a little rugged. Okay, y'all, so I'm getting ready to go to Subway and get a sub. I think a tuna sub so me and Nadine can share. I'm gonna eat my little lunch, and then I'm gonna head out. Okay, check this out. Remember the cheese doodles? I used to always tell Nadine about the cheese doodles, but she never seen them. And these came out before cheese doodles or cheddars? Or anyway, these are Cheetos before Cheetos. Y'all, these are the ones I used to have in school, sneaking, eating with my finger all orange, and then everybody begging. Every time they saw my finger orange, they begging for Cheetos, and we trying to sneak, you know, in English class. Eating these, y'all. I used to be trying to suck on them, and they last a long time because they're hard. You know what I mean? Suck on them, then just try to move your mouth a little bit. Child, my friends was always begging me for either gum, candy, or freaking chips or nuts. I always had, why I like peanuts so much when I was a kid? I always had some type of nut with me. I told Nadine that we was going to share a sandwich. She told me she ain't getting no salt and pepper on my sandwich. So I'm like, okay, well, make sure you get some packages. But look, I got me some hot fries, guys, and it's pretty full. Dollar Tree, y'all. Oh. I'm trying to open. Oh man, I ain't mean to rip my bag. Look. When the last time you had some hot fries? I gotta lock the door. There be people. The other day, I was sitting in my car, waiting on their dinner, and child, I seen this guy. He didn't even look homeless, y'all, at all. He acted like he was gonna walk past my car. He tried to act like he wasn't coming up to my car. I gotta look down at my phone. I heard somebody knocking on the window real hard. And something told me to roll my window. I just rolled my window up and locked my door. Asked me, do I got a few dollars? Hey, sir. Can you spare some change? And do you have anything like that? He was like, you got a few dollars? And I was like, no, I don't have anything. Like using my head, my hand gesture. He was like, can't you look around and give me a few dollars? I was like, no, I don't have anything. Y'all, I think he asked me like 4 or 5 times. Yes, ma'am. Y'all, it freaked me out because he was becoming demanding. I don't have no cash. I've never had cash. Because I keep a track of everything. For tax reasons. And a lot of times, I'm just using like a credit card. And I just pay my credit card bill. Child. And then he tried to deepen his voice with me. And I was like, oh my God. And I had to say, I was like, look, I don't have nothing. And I don't like when people start touching the window, or they come so close up to the window that if you had it down, they'll be in the car with you. I'm happy wanting to roll my window down for fresh air. I just do it while I'm driving because people be tripping. These things look good. I ain't gonna lie, it shook me up a little bit. I knew. I was so glad my door was locked and my window was up. I know I used to like 5 change and money somebody asked for, I give it to them. Now, ever since COVID kind of happened, I stopped rolling down my window and stuff, doing stuff, because mainly because of that, people don't have no masks on. Yeah, my tuna look good today. So this is the first time I feel my bread kind of toasty. It's warm. And Nadine said the tuna's cold though, but the cheese is hot. I just dropped something. Oh, I wonder what it was. I feel like a piece of lettuce or something. But oh, that looks so good, y'all. That looks so good. Oh, do I see? I think I don't see the cucumber. Oh, yep, I see the cucumber. Oh, look at that. The whole thing looks so fresh. Got plenty of lettuce, and I like it when I see plenty of lettuce and spinach. Y'all, that's good. Maybe I should get my bread toasted. It tastes pretty good. You have like habits or way to do stuff. Like when I was a kid, my mother made cold sandwiches for us. So when it comes to sandwiches, I just like everything just naturally whatever room temperature. And if it's cold, it's cold. I could literally eat a cold piece of cheese, mayonnaise, and bread. I could eat mayonnaise and bread. I eat mayonnaise and crackers. And if you was one of them kids that grew up in a project, you know what I'm talking about. Be good. It's delicious. I'm gonna eat my sandwich and snack on my hot fries. Get me a cold water. I ain't got no cold water. I got a hot water in here, but I'm gonna drink it. See y'all a little bit. Don't that look good, y'all? This is a mango. I think is it mango pineapple or just mango refresher with coconut milk. It's something like that. That looked good, y'all. I wanted something like that a while ago, but I couldn't get it because I feel like the air's on. I'm cold. Ooh, I just had a chill, y'all. But it got like salsa in it, like soda. I told y'all I'd be glad when somebody make a cranberry juice that ain't got no salsa in it. Oh, can y'all imagine cranberry like that with maybe like oat milk or coconut milk? And of course I had my decaf, but this time I did half oat milk and half cream. Girl, my decaf is good today. It is good. Spirit happy. Let me finish my sandwich. So today, me and Nadine stopped at, they have like a flea markets everywhere today. Like people just at the flea markets. And we was able to get a couple of chairs, a shelf. We got a TV for $20, y'all. We just been like kind of like filling up the truck with stuff. We got, what else we got? We got a couple of things. And then I told Nadine, she buying a couple more things, and I said, okay, ask about this. She said, Mom, don't ask me nothing else. We ain't gonna have no room in the truck. We're gonna have to leave it. So we'll have to try next week. But yeah, I love stopping at places where they selling it, because people starting to sell like a lot of stuff. Like I donated all my stuff in my house, but a lot of people out here with they actual stuff on their house, their furniture, they selling it. But I found just a couple of decent like chairs to just sit in to be able to do my work in, and I found a shelf to just put all of my makeup and stuff on, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, and then from here I'm gonna go home, and I got some editing to do. I know I'm supposed to edit a vlog. I can't believe it's Friday already. It's vlog day again already. Okay, y'all, we at the end of the road for today. I am tired. Oh, I'm ready to go home, but I got to go home. And I'm going to try to edit a vlog, so I don't have to do nothing tomorrow, because tomorrow we're leaving and we're going to go ahead and cook our burgers. I told Nadine I'm cooking my meatballs too. I'm going to smoke them out. And that way when I go to cook my egg noodles, oh, my camera got something on it, y'all. Look, let me show y'all. I bought a butter pecan donut from Dunkin' Donuts, right? But I just gave it to Nadine because I just decided I don't want anything like, I'm so satisfied right now. But look how good that looks. That looks so good. And it's got cream inside. Nadine had one before and she said it is absolutely one of her favorite donuts. And I was gonna do it for y'all, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wait till I got a taste for them again. When I got a taste for them, then I'll go see if I can get us a couple of them, and I'll do an ASMR for y'all. I meant to get a napkin to get this stuff off my lens. Yeah, I miss my old camera. I miss my old camera that I used to have. I like this one too, but I had another camera that I used to film. I miss it. Maybe next year I'll be able to go back to filming with like the old camera. Maybe I'll be able to get me a camera. I don't know. It's wishful thinking, but I miss my old camera. But yeah, we done went to the flea market, and the car is like packed. Child, the car is packed. We're gonna go home. We're gonna unload this car, and me and Nadine both going to edit. Nadine edit more than I do, but you know, we both, like, she edit fast. Like, I'm a slow editor. I'm so slow, but Nadine gets stuff done. So we both gonna do that, and then I'm going to prepare our burgers, cause for tomorrow, I'm gonna cut up some onions, some garlic, some peppers, and make our burgers real nice. We didn't get no fish. We didn't get a chance to get the fish. That would have been nice to get a red snapper, but we didn't get one. But I'm thinking, should I stop tomorrow and try to get one? I don't know. But you know, that's all right. We got the burgers. We're gonna cook the burgers. That should be okay. That's all I want, some grilled food. I wish I had a grill, but my son has my grill, so I don't have a grill. So I gotta go somewhere and grill our food. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm excited about that, y'all. Okay. All right. Thank goodness for Dollar General that it's still open.
Hey, but you see, I look that good. You gotta put the camera on my face.
He look like Mickey Mouse. Dream, you look like me.
I look like I do.
Yep.
I seen it the other day.
That you look like me.
Yeah.
You look so cute, and you know I'm cute.
Whew, yeah, it's hot. I had to turn on the AC. Okay, so let me tell y'all about this show while I got time. I wasn't gonna watch it at first. I don't really like to watch I think like shows that kind of talk about like social media and stuff like that. I don't really like shows like that. But this show was about this young lady, and she's a dancer. Well, and also about dating online. She met a guy on Tinder, and the guy was a doctor at a hospital, and he turned out to be more than what she expected. I'm turning down because I don't want to feel like I'm yelling, but I just need to cool off because it's hot. So I was like, okay, it's like a dating show or something like that. Dating series, or yeah, I think it's like a series. So I decided to watch it because I think it was on, like, if I'm not mistaken, Hulu maybe, and we had the whole entire like season was done. So I said I'm gonna watch that. So she was one of those, what they call them, dancers, where they not a go-go dancer maybe, but dancer on stage, but still like they did do a little scripting and sexy dancing, but I forgot what I don't remember what kind of dancing but anyway, it was that dancing. and they dressed up in costumes. So she told her person that on her profile, that's the name of the show. It's called Profile, y'all. It's called, is it called Fake Profile or Profile Fade? Something like that. She told her person that she was a nurse, and he told her he was a doctor. They made plans to see each other. He told her that that her profile was fake, that she's not the person in profile. And she's like, oh, no, it's me. He was like, well, what I'm saying is that you're more beautiful in person. So she all smitten and everything. He a nice looking guy. He handsome. He clean cut. He's very polished. He's very polished. I had to find the right word, y'all. He's very romantic. So they first date, they ended up going to his place because he showed her where his place was, which looked like a very expensive, maybe hotel. So by her, I guess her realizing like the hotel is expensive, this man is about something. So they went there. They had hot, steamy, passionate sex. I had to go past the sex because, child, the pale spots on the butt is too much for me. I mean, like, just very white, and I mean, I know we're gonna see when I'm watching shows like that, but I don't want to see like the white A, like white A, like the body got some color to it, like is I guess tan or whatever. And then when it get to the butt, and girl, at one point she squeezed his butt like she was, I ain't gonna say like a dude, but like, girl, like she went in and she squeezed his butt like this and lifted up and squeezed. I said, but the butt was so white and pale. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go past this because I don't know. I don't like to see the men butt. Like I guess I'm used to seeing women, you see they butt and everything, but I don't know. I'm child. I mean, I like to see the men butt when it's in clothing, and I said, oh, okay, he got a nice bum, okay, But child, oh my God. And it was like in every scene we had to see his egg. You know what I'm saying? Child. The sex was just I was like, dang, good Lord, like, okay. And every time I go 10 seconds faster, 10 seconds, they still going. Like, child, it's like the movies be like, but this one had like a good, help me out, what's the word, y'all? A good thing to it. A good thing to it. Like, I think that might be the right word. That might be the wrong word. A good thing to it. Like, it had a good, like, storyline. Good storyline to it. So, after that, they separated. She went to work. She was just all to pieces. She was telling her friends about him. And she had, like, friends that work with her. She was telling them that she didn't tell them that she was a nurse. That she wasn't a nurse. But she just said she was a nurse. But she wear a nurse uniform. Like, it's one of her costumes. Was kind of contemplating if she was going to tell him the truth. So, he invited her back out. And this time when she went out, he flown her somewhere. I was like, yes. Instant vacation for a date. Oh my goodness. But I don't know if I would have been comfortable with that, because Spirit always like, why you need to fly me somewhere? Why can't we just go a couple of miles to a nice restaurant? Why I got to be flown over water and buildings and mountains, And I don't know you like that yet. Girl, she was comfortable with that. So she went with him. And they were just like romancing and everything on the beach, and he was kissing on her, and she was like scared, like, I want to say sincerely scared to tell him the truth. Because I think sometimes women that work in certain professions, they get like a bad rap, or they get misunderstood because of what they do. They're not looked at as, okay, they do this, but this is their job. It's not always fun for them. Yeah, I don't think it will always be fun. It's like, sometimes like you married to somebody and your sex is good, you know, you want it a lot. Like when I was married to my husband, whenever he was ready, I was ready, you know. But my husband was definitely an initiator. Like I didn't have to ask, I didn't have to, like his love language told me he was ready. Like my husband was my second husband was a very touchy feely, kissy, you look good, touch, and just made you just ready, you know what I mean? So, you know, when you're ready, you can do things you don't think you can do. So yeah, they was very touchy feely, PDA, all that stuff. And then she told him that who she was, and he was like, oh really? So he got up and he was thinking about it, and then he sat back down and he just held her hand, and he's like, well, you know, I want to know everything about you, and I'm into you, and all that gushy stuff he told her. She just was like, kind of like almost in tears, like she found like the man who's gonna love her unconditionally, that's just all into her. And we all want somebody that's gonna be into us, y'all. So that's all I ever like. I ain't never had that problem when I dated. Most the men that I dated were very attracted to me. I ain't never date someone where I had to wait until he found an attraction for me. No, I had to do that, yeah. And even like the man that is my boyfriend right now, and then the show, she called him friend boy instead of boyfriend. Friend boy, because they just like, they didn't make it official that they're going out. Mine's is official. Yeah, mine's official as far as like he's my boyfriend. But you know, I'm gonna upgrade him right now. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all this, then I'm gonna jump back into it. I'm gonna upgrade my man right now. He is not my boyfriend. He is my man. Just because, yes, he is, and he has shown spirit that he care, that he sincerely care. Oh. Give me a minute, y'all. I'm so appreciative and I'm so grateful because out of everything, I just want to know that he truly cares, and he does. And he more than care. He wants to be there. He wants to, whenever I need help or if I need him physically as a man, he's Jimmy on spot. Like I don't even have to beg. Like just tell him what I need. And he wants to be the man that I need. He wants to be my man. So he has really, you just know when you met your person. You know, when you met your person. And yeah, y'all, I'm just going to say it now. I probably won't say it again for a while. I don't know. But yes, I met my person. My person is definitely, I'm his person and he's my person. Yep. It's very sentimental, it's very sweet, it's very cute, it's very loving, and it's unconditional. It's unconditional. And I think that's another thing. Just, can you imagine meeting someone that truly loves everything about you and just smitten about you and care about you unconditionally? Like you could feel it in their voice, you know it's in their heart. You could tell by their actions. And one key things of when you're dating is that a man that's truly trying to really be with this woman, or trying to show this woman that this is who he wants. You could tell by the way a man invests. The main thing, his time, invest his money, and the actions that they take, and the instant love, the instant gratification, the instant uplifting and encouraging, and will drop something to be there for you. If they within will and power. And one of the things that I love about the man that I'm dating is that, not that he go to church every Sunday, which he kind of do. I feel like he only miss church when he really have to. This man will go to church and then leave church and go to work. Okay? But it's not that. Even if he didn't go to church, I know that he loves God. I know that he is blessed. God loved this man. And this man truly loved God. And I feel like I'm blessed that I met someone in that era, you know. And my daughter was talking to me today, and she was just telling me how happy she is for me because she has been praying for me. And she just feel good that she know that I'm safe with him and that she could trust me with him when she can't be there or when she's not around. And it really touched my heart today that she let me know that she's approval of him. Like, it's important for me that my kids approve of who I'm dating. And then I had to tell my son, and I talked to my son, and my son at first, he was like, nope, nope. But now he's like, so how is so-and-so? So we talk about it. So it's like, I'm glad that my children are approval. So I done got off the subject of this show, talking about, let's not talk about me and my dating, because it's too sentimental for me right now, y'all. Y'all gotta wait till I get to the point where I can really talk about my feelings without feeling so, I don't want to say we're grateful, but just happy about it. Just very, very, very happy inside about my relationship. I'm really, really feeling my heart flutter, you know, and I'm happy about that. It feels good to know that I do have someone out here that I can count on. Now, let's get back to this show. So, because it's too emotional for me, okay? So, it's too emotional for me, y'all, right now. It is too emotional for me. I even try not to think too much about my relationship when I'm by myself, because I just get me and God talking, and the waterworks, and oh my God, I get so emotional. Now I'm hot, y'all. Let me turn the air back up. It's hot out here. It is burning up. Okay, hold on. Okay, so once she got through that part where he was holding her hand and telling her how he want to love her and care for her, he said he want children. He want to marry her. They're going to start a family. He want to take care of her. It was just like, wow, you know, like, it was nice. So then she went back to her friends, and some time went past, and she set up a dinner so he could finally meet her friends. But he had got this call all of a sudden, and on the same date that he was supposed to show up, he had got this call, and he was like, okay, I'll be right there. Well, he didn't call her. He didn't call her and tell her. Inconsiderate, just inconsiderate. I couldn't believe it, because he was always like, they was dating for like past 4 months, and he was just consistent with her, you know. So when he didn't call her and say, hey, I'm not coming, she was waiting. She was trying to convince her friends to stay, that he's coming. He's gonna call. And her friends was like, well, this not right. This not right that he hasn't called. He hasn't shown up. This not right. Yeah, I need to text anything. I need to tell her, grab a beach towel. And she probably says it's too late. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna finish telling y'all. Let me text my baby girl. Okay, so she was disappointed. She cooked a lot of food, made drinks. She was just really excited to introduce this man. You know, when you meet the perfect man, you want to tell everybody. You want everybody to know. You want your friends, you know, you want to share your happiness that you finally found somebody with everybody. And he didn't call her or show up. That was disappointing. So then some time went past, and he finally called her, and he told her that something was going on with his sister. His sister got hurt or sick or something, and he gonna have to be there with her. And she asked, well, when is she gonna see him? He said, I don't know, it could be a week or two. And she was like, okay, okay. And then I guess some time went past, and he told her where he was at. She remembered every place he said he went and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, yeah. And then he told her that he wanted to the next day he wanted to fly her to his country, where he was from, where he was at. And her friends was like, no, don't go to his country. Don't fly out from where you at, because I think they was working in Vegas. And they was like, don't do that. You don't know him long enough for that. Child, she was like, no, I wouldn't do that. Girl, she got off work, packed her bag, and she was on the airplane flying to this man's country to surprise him. She goes to the hospital where he's a doctor at. She's so excited. But when the doctor started to walk up to her, because the lady asked her, were you a patient? You know, da-da-da-da-da. Do you have an appointment at the secretary desk? She was like, no, but I really need to see him. She was like, okay, hold on. The doctor's coming this way. And the girl, she was just happy. Then all of a sudden her face looked scary. Like when she was staring at him, like a total different man, y'all. Total different freaking man. It wasn't him. So when she talked to the doctor for a while and told her that she flew out the country to see him, but somebody's using his profile, she showed him the pictures, and he was like, that's weird, because all the pictures are me. They me, and they was like pictures from far away, not close up. But he was like, yeah, that's me. And she asked him, could it be another doctor in the hospital with your name? Maybe near here, maybe in the same place. He said, no, I'm the only doctor so-and-so. Child. The horror on her face was completely shocked. So she called the driver, like an Uber, to come take her home, because she was upset and everything. But then she remembered a place that he said that he goes as far as business, so she had him take him there. And when she got there, she saw him pull up, another car pull up, and a lady got out with 2 kids. And was it 2 kids? I think it was 2. Yeah, 2 kids. And kissed him. He had a whole freaking family, y'all. A whole freaking family. Oh my God, I told y'all my camera dying, so I can't even tell y'all, where did I leave off at? Okay, so yeah, as she realized that he had a wife and kids and everything, child, she was through. She was so mad, but the driver told her, don't cause a scene, because they in a space where nothing but rich people live. So then she asked him to take her to follow them, basically. And she stopped at a place, followed them, and this guy came up to them. He pulled in with the car. He was like, hello, Mrs.
Okay, Spirit Lights, I am home. I made it home. It's hot out there. It is so hot. You ever get so hot that you just feel like, even with the AC on, as soon as you go outside, you just feel like just drenching? That's how hot it started to feel. I couldn't stay out there as long as I would have liked, but I took care of everything that I need to take care of, and I said that I would finish talking to y'all when I get in. So before I get into it, I want to say thank you to everyone that has donated to my GoFundMe. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. It goes a long way. Like it says, continue helping ASMR go on. Okay. The other thing is my Patreons. Thank you, Patreons. Thank you so much for hanging in there, sticking with Spirit. My Patreon is more like a support system to just help your girl out with, because every little bit counts, and I'm able to do something with it, and it helps when there's something that I just need a few dollars for to take care of something. So the Patreon really helps with that. And then I feel good about the Patreons, because I feel like they're willing to go the extra step to not only support me through my social media and my web, but also to just be a support system to Spirit. And one thing about the Patreons, when you are a Patreon, you have a direct kind of contact with me. So if you leave me a message, I see it right away because it has an email that's set up for me to see it right away. So I see my Patreons when they're reaching out to me, when they're talking to me, and we communicate and we go back and forth. Now, I have been on Patreon a few times where I've been looking to see if I could go live with my Patreons, and I don't think that's possible yet, but I have been trying. I see that they have like a podcast. I don't really know how that works. Like, it would be nice if I did something like that, I can just actually upload it straight to Patreon, but I don't think it goes like that. I have to upload it through like third party and then to somewhere, then to Patreon. It doesn't come directly from me. So it's just like, no, I don't even want to do that. But I am enjoying the Patreon family, and I'm going to give the Patreon family a shout out today. And I'm even going to give a couple of the people who were Patreons recently but are not Patreons right now. But sometimes with the Patreon, when it comes to payment, sometimes payment go through and sometimes it don't. And I get it, but I have seen my Patreons as soon as that, or as soon as they reach out to me or they realize that payment didn't go through, they sign back on. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got me, and I appreciate that. I really appreciate that, and I'm smiling today because I have God is just so good, and I feel good inside my heart. Although, I saw a comment where someone said, "Spirit, I like the fact that even though you go through so much pain, you show up and you let us know you're okay." Yes, I'm gonna always try my best to do that. Now today, I'm not 100. I don't even think I'm 60%. I'm dealing with some stuff, but my spirit and my mind feels good. I know, I feel the aches and the hurts and the different things that I go through because of certain things that don't happen to me. But in my heart, I feel good, and I feel good about myself, what's going on with me, what's in my life. I feel good about my SOL. Someone left me a comment, said, "Spirit, thank you for reassuring us." Yes, I think I was telling y'all that this is something that I like doing. I love doing ASMR. I love doing ASMR. Let me whisper because, I don't know. I don't like to say it too much out loud because I try my best to just kind of be private. But yes, I love exactly what I do. I love what I do for you all, and I do it for myself too. It helps. It really does help. It does different things for different people, and once in a while, I like to kind of tell you that because sometimes I feel like my vlog watchers, they may not be ASMR watchers. You know what I'm saying? So, and then they run across and they're like, "What the freak is Spirit doing?" Girl, what's going on? So, ASMR is autonomous sensory meridian response. Autonomy sensory meridian response. So, a lot of sounds, visuals help people sleep, relax, calm down, or just feel good. It's like sometimes it's euphoric, So one day I gotta really talk to y'all about the different experience I have dealing with ASMR. I absolutely loved it, and I feel like the reason why I'm doing so well of keep moving and keep going is because of ASMR. It's something that a part of my life every single day. Even when I'm editing, I'm feeling and going through the experience just like you. I'm an ASMR person. I use it every single day. Okay. Yeah, so just making sure you know Spirit ain't all the way done, okay? But yes, let me shout out my Patreons. And I brought it up because I want to make sure I get the names right. Cutie Beauty. Thank you, sweetie. Cutie Beauty is one of our newbies on Patreon, and she is such like perfect. Like, thank you for being around. Thank you for being a part of the Patreon family. Simmer. Thank you, Simmer. You're absolutely the best. I truly, truly appreciate you. Tiffany, one of our OGs. Tiffany is definitely just like she got me by the arm and she said, Spear, I got you. I got you, girl. Don't you worry. Flower Kish, she's an SOL but an OG on the Patreon. Thank you so much, Flower Kish. You know I appreciate you 1,000 and 10,000%. Like, I truly appreciate you. You are like one of my best people. I really appreciate you. I probably can never say that enough. You know I can't. Aaron or Claire, yes, Aaron or Claire is on their way to working to be an OG, you know. Yeah, thank you so much. You are the bomb. I love the eyeshadow palette. I love the brushes, and I love the lippies. I love the lip gloss. Thank you so much for everything that you have done, all of y'all. Thank you for everything you have done. A lot of my Patreons are people who have sent things, who have gone the extra mile. Like, I truly appreciate y'all. Rangel, thank you, Rangel. Thank you so much for just being here. Like, Rangel is a silent supporter. Like, they don't really leave me messages or anything like that, but they are a silent supporter, and I really appreciate that. And Tracy, definitely one of my OGs. Thank you, Tracy. Big hug. I love you, girl. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you, Patreons. Y'all are the absolute best. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all my SOLs across the board. But thank you for going the extra mile for Spirit. And trust me when I say I am appreciated. I am appreciated of it. I really am. Thank you for Assad, Joey, FEMA, Sarah. Sarah is definitely one of the OG Patreons. Same as Flower Kids. They came in as SOLs, and you got the OGs of the OGs and the OGs, and then you got the SOLs. The OGs are the special spirit of lights, and the SOLs are the spirit of lights that came in somewhere between 2018, almost 2019, they're on. And the OG's been around since 2015, 2016, 2017. And then, the OG's been around since 2017, 2018. And then the OGs of the OG's been around since the very beginning. Like, the very beginning. Like, I'm talking about 2015. Like, just been with me and still with me to this day. Absolutely, like, thank y'all. You ain't even got to tell me that you love me. I already know, and I truly appreciate it. Like, y'all the reason why I'm continuing, keep going, I'm pushing, but a lot of times it's effortlessly for me because this is just who I am. This is just something I do, and I really enjoy it. It's just in my heart. God put it in my heart, in my soul, in my spirit, and I love it. Emily, Kimmer, Mike, Tristan, Claire, Hannah, Cohen, and Liam. Thank you so much, all of y'all. The ones that's been our past Patreons or returning Patreons and the active Patreons. Thank y'all so much. I truly appreciate it. One of the things that I started doing, and one day I did it and it didn't work out, but I'm going to start back again, is making sure the Patreons get like a small trailer of what's coming before the actual video hit YouTube or part of it hit Facebook. I gotta make sure the Patreons get like a trailer so they can know what's coming. Like, I'm gonna do something to just make Patreon a little bit more special. And as time go on, I'll figure out how to get closer and closer to my Patreons. But one of the things that you do have is that you have direct messaging directly to me, private messages. That's not, no one else can see them. They're between me and you. I don't share them, and we just go back and forth communicating with each other. And I love doing that. I love doing that for y'all. Thank you so much. Okay, y'all. Now that I got Patreon out the way, let's get back to this series that I'm watching. It's only a little bit more I'm going to tell you because I am still watching it. I'm still shocked at some of the stuff that I saw. So we're at the part where the young man came up to them and he thought they were a rich couple that had an appointment to rent the house that was directly across the street from the man that the young lady was dating. Like, okay, so y'all ready to see it? Y'all gonna love it? Da 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 da. He took them to the house, and they played along. Her and like an Uber driver or some type of driver, taxi driver, whatever. They played along. They saw the house. They said they liked it, but when they got there, the guy had his husband was in the house swimming in the pool where he was not supposed to be there, and he had to apologize. He was nervous and everything that someone was going to find out that he was in the house. He wasn't supposed to be there. He knew he didn't realize his husband had an appointment, or is it his husband or his boyfriend? And he asked him that, told him he's going to marry him. It's something like that. But anyway, so later on in the video, what the young lady did was use that against him to get in that house. They kind of talked their way into the house, and he thought they was that rich couple, so they were just moving in. So she convinced the Uber driver to work for her and to be her pretend husband, moving in the house. So one day, found out that she was across the street as a neighbor, so he went knocking on the door like he's upset. And she comes to the door, and he's like, what are you doing? You can't do this. And she's like, well, you didn't tell me you was married. You didn't tell me you had children. You lied to me. You had me thinking we had a future together for 4 months. You made me feel things. You made me think that it was about me and you, and we was going to grow together. And he was trying to explain himself, but basically want her to go away because he don't want his wife to know that he's been cheating. And he's been talking to one of his best friends who he worked with, and basically it was like a fantasy. He just went out on a fantasy to enjoy, I guess, passionate sex and relationship with someone, but it wasn't going to be, he was just going to disappear. It wasn't going to be nothing else. And he probably done this before. It's just that this time he did it with the right one, and the right one was not going anywhere. And then she went over to his house, made an appointment, because he said that he told her that his aunt had got sick or got hurt. Kind of found out he was lying about that. So she pretended she was the doctor. She found out who the doctor was and told him that somebody told him he had a doctor's appointment for his daughter. When he opened the door, it was her. And she just walked in, and he was like, no, my kids are here. Don't do this. You got to go. His wife came home, and he was just begging her to leave. And then the wife came in, and she was like, I thought I heard you talking to someone. He was like, no, I had, he said he was playing a video or something like that. I can't remember it for sure, but he said something was on. She was like, oh, okay. And they start talking, da-da-da-da-da. But he was out with the father, and the father put him through some type of test and was telling him that he wanted to hire him instead of the daughter because he'd been in the family business, da-da-da-da-da. And he was all excited to take the position. Then the father told him, said, no, I was just testing to see if you was loyal to my daughter, and you fell. And then later on in the show, I noticed that the father had pictures, videotapes, investigation of him seeing if he was cheating. So the girl comes to some type of get-together with the fake husband, well, the taxi pretend husband, and introduced herself to his wife and all these people at the event, and the father, the white father. The father knew exactly who she was, so he knew she was lying about who she was. He knew that she was the woman that his son-in-law was having an affair with. Now, where I'm at is that he got a huge issue with the girl. And then he got another huge issue that he don't know about, is that the father-in-law is the one that's also upset and doing something about the fact that he's been cheating. Child, it's so much drama. It's a good series. Like I said, if you can get past the X-rated stuff, it's really good. You know, I don't like it when, you know, it's so much of that and it takes away from a good storyline. But if you get past that, is good. It's getting good. So I'm excited to watch the rest of that. And I told y'all I've been watching The Clearing. So it's a little weird off, but you know, I kept on watching it, and I'm watching it weekly come out. I usually don't go back and check on shows, but I've been checking on that. I've been watching that. I've been watching School of Nine, something like an FBI show. So I don't know if I'm even saying that. I know it got '09 in it. I finished watching Succession. Hands down, so good. I liked it season 4 more than I liked it season 3. It was so freaking good. And one of the Spirit Lights left a comment, said that they felt so bad for Kendall. But I like the fact that they kept it real. Because you wouldn't think that siblings will betray you like that. But people literally will hurt themselves, cause problems among themselves, just so it's not you. You can't have it. It's not going to be them. And they would rather it be a stranger or anybody else than somebody of one of their siblings, you know, or their best friend or whatever. It was terrible. It was a terrible, sad, a very sad ending. And I felt like, dang, so sibling rivalry was their demise to their family business just being completely taken from them after the father held on to it for 50 years? Child, that was crazy. It was just really, really good. Spirit Lights asked me this question. They said, Spirit, can you tell us, let me get it right, the best dating site? Okay. I did like the black dating sites, all of the black dating sites you can think of, and Spirit did that. I did the Tag. I did the Plenty of Fish. I didn't do Tinder. I think I did Match.com once, but I kind of been done with like the dating sites years ago. I have not done the dating sites. I couldn't even tell you what is the best because, child, I think with all of them is work. It's work and filtering through to actually find someone that is decent to date or just that fits what you're looking for. So I can't help y'all with that. Now, I am dating, but I did not meet my man from a dating site. So I'm happy about that. I did not meet him from a dating site. I know someone asked, Spirit, where did you meet him? Not going to reveal that right now. It might be a long time from now. You don't need to know all of that right now. But yes, I did not meet him from a dating site. I'm so glad. I am so glad I did not meet him on a dating site. But yes, I cannot really give y'all. Oh, and you know what else? I'm going to tell you what I did like. I did like the meetup with the groups. Like you could do meetup, and you could meet up one person, or you can meet up with a group. I signed up for like groups, and I did good because I met great people, unusual. Like all of us was different, and I enjoyed the group that I joined a group that was men and women who met up to talk, drink, eat food, dance, hang out. Sometimes it was at a restaurant, a bar, or one of their houses. You know, they kind of took turns on events. It was just nice. I loved it. So I like meetup is still out there. So I like the meetup thing. That's when you join different groups. There's so many different groups out there. You just have to find what you like. And that's another good way because you're going out with a big group, and then wherever you're going, there's other people there. So that's a chance and opportunity to meet somebody. Yeah. And also, I'm big on doing stuff, going places so that you can meet someone in person. I'm very big on that, you know. So, yeah. I enjoyed that. So that's one of the best things that I can tell you. The meetup group is so good. I love that. Okay, y'all. So I am going to go ahead and edit y'all vlog. I do want to give y'all an update on the vlogs. I know I've been like loading the vlogs for Monday, but I'm going to try my best to get back into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If I miss the weekend, y'all will get it on Monday, but y'all will get the vlog. I'm glad y'all enjoying the vlog, y'all watching it. I really appreciate it because y'all actually watching it. It makes me want to actually just turn on the camera. And right now I'm just doing a lot of talking to y'all. I like talking. Start to feel better. Maybe when things are better, like period of what we're going through, I'll be able to vlog even more. I'm looking forward to traveling. Yeah, I like traveling. We're going to be like going places and stuff like that. And I'm really like working on myself, just trying to feel better each and every day. Even if I just see a tiny bit of progress, my goal is to feel better so that I can bring y'all the vlogs or content, or at least have the energy to be able to edit them. Because a lot of times it's just, I'm not an editor, but I'll be trying. I'll be trying. And thank you for the comments of the last vlog, which was 2023 vlog number 16. Someone said, Spirit, your pictures were gorgeous and beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm glad. Y'all make me feel good letting me know that y'all watching the vlog. It's really appreciated. Thank y'all so freaking much. And don't forget, try to enjoy yourself this summer. Don't forget to take care of yourself. Do some things that you like. Look out for yourself. Try to stay as stress-free as possible. And think about ways that you can do to kind of take out some of the chaos out your life so that you can feel better mentally. Father's Day is coming up. So happy early Father's Day to all of the fathers out there that has literally just stepped up and been a great dad. Really been a good father to their children. That is it counts. It really counts. You got some fathers out there that has been mommy and daddy to their children, and that is like awesome, like really really great that they are able to be mommy and dad to the children and has stepped up to the plate. Yes, June is here. Some want to do something for we have a family day out, so I'm hoping that we do something very relaxed. I always want to do everything relaxed. I don't know if it's coming with older age. I ain't got time for it. I was talking to my daughter the other day, and she said, Mom, you did so much stuff with us. I did a lot with my kids. They don't have me on all the roller coasters. They don't have me at all the arcades. They don't have me rollerblading, roller skating, bike riding. I done been in the water. I done a lot with my kids. I am okay taking a back seat and okay, I'll just see y'all when y'all done. See y'all when y'all done. I do not have that in my bone anymore to be like, oh my God, I done did zip lining, y'all. I was in Vegas, and me and Nadine went from one building to the next. And I cannot believe that I actually did that. I cannot believe I did that. I can't even imagine doing that now. That's not something I would do now. I just, child, no. I'm not even going to, let's not even think about it. We done been on high elevators. We done been in tall buildings. I'm good. I'm good with sitting back and saying, okay, I'll be here when y'all get back. The Spirit trying to do everything relaxing. Yes, so. All right, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. I will see y'all the next vlog. Say hi in the comments. Say hey, hello to me, to the vlog watchers. Yeah.